Hello and welcome to my channel. I have not done a YouTube video in years and there's two dots over there and I can't remember which one is the camera, so I'm hoping I'm looking at the right one. So if my eyes are kind of ski-whiff, just kind of bear with me, please. I'll get this sorted soon. But yeah, I just really wanted to do this video and get this off my chest. It's been a while. It's been a while. So if you're coming over here from my crafting channel, welcome. Lovely to virtually see you in here. Thanks for following me over here. And if you're finding me for the first time, you're thinking, who's she? And what's she talking about? Hopefully something will resonate, but thank you very much for coming over, and who knows, hopefully we can build up a rapport. Anyway, what did I want to get off my chest? I wanted to talk about change. For the past decade and a half, a little bit more than that, I've been working within an industry that looks at helping people change. Now, this industry is within the criminal justice system, so a lot of the people that I work with don't really want to be there, although I have had some very positive reports from people who have been through that and have made significant changes in their life, and that is just so fulfilling. However, because I was in that industry for so long and working with people, I've always loved working with people. I qualified as a life coach because I thought two reasons. I wanted to work with people. I love working with people. That's the first one. But also I wanted to work with people who were motivated from the get-go and wanted to change, not just because they were told to change, although it is quite fulfilling, when you work with someone who was resistant and then you kind of help them break it down and then you see them flourish. That's beautiful. But anyway, change. Why is it so hard? It just got me thinking where, how many of us back in December were saying, yeah, 2018 is coming to an end. 2019 is going to be my year. We're in February now, so nearly a quarter of the year is gone. Are we where we want to be? And for many of us, if you still make New Year resolutions and things like that, that's long gone out the window. So the eating plan is gone. The gym membership, you're probably going to start going and cancel now because it's coming up to March, and you were on it hard in January, but now you're in March and that's done. But in order to be consistent and have change in your life, you have to do the impossible, or we have to do the impossible. Because it was, what's his name? Einstein, who said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of us sit. And I've been there, and there's certain things that I am still on, guilty of doing that, where you want to change something and you think tomorrow's going to be the day. But tomorrow you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And it's easy to do because we are creatures of habit. So how do we get out of that bind, that trap of doing the same thing over and over again, but then thinking tomorrow's going to be the day? It's because it has to start now. It's because today is the day when you have to do something that you haven't done before, and then sit down, write about it tonight, think about how it made you feel, and then tomorrow do that different thing again and again. It's kind of like if you wanted to make a difference in terms of your eating habits, whether it's for health, whether it's for losing weight. You couldn't say, okay, I'm going to have a salad today, but tomorrow I'm going to go back to the donuts and muffins. Why haven't I lost weight? No, you're going to have to eat that salad for, a little bit longer than a day or a week. You have to be consistent in doing something that is completely opposite to what you have been doing all along. And I know it's easy to say. And you're going to sit there and say, yeah, I've heard that before and I know it. So what is she telling me that's true? But we have to keep telling ourselves that because we don't always do it and we're not always consistent with change. One of the hardest things that we have to do when it comes to change is getting uncomfortable and working through that discomfort. Nobody likes discomfort. Our bodies aren't designed to be discomfort. When we're cold, discomfort, our bodies aren't designed to be discomfort. No, uncomfortable. That's the word. You know, our bodies aren't designed for that. I'm the first one to go grab a blanket, grab a jacket or something the minute the temperature like just kind of drops by a couple of degrees. I hate it. Our bodies aren't designed for that. Or it's like, oh my God, it's hot. Give me, you know, it's hot. The smallest changes, we just want to go back to just maintain that equilibrium. But in order to make change, we have to stay in that uncomfortable until we reach to another level, and then that becomes our new comfortable. Think about why you want what you want. Think about what are you prepared to do in order to get what you want. And I always say, as long as it's not illegal, immoral, or fattening, do what you have to do. Don't worry about who's going to say, oh, you're not hanging out with us no more. That's where a lot of the discomfort comes from, because you might have to drop friends, you might have to even lock off family, you might have to do things differently at work. If you think to yourself, you know, I don't want to be in a position that I'm in right now. You have to be uncomfortable. It has to feel uncomfortable for you in order to get to the next level. It's like, I can't remember who was talking, one of the speakers that I listened to, I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about, you know, an airplane. If you know who it is, type it in the comments below, because I can't remember who said this. Or is it Lisa Nichols? Can't remember. But somebody said, you know, if you talk about, you know, going through turbulence in your life, you need that turbulence to get you to another level. Because how does a plane get from the runway to soaring through the sky? I know I'm looking in the wrong place. How do they get there? It's by, you know, all the thrusts and whatever happens, but there's a hell of a lot of turbulence, because I hate takeoff. I hate takeoff because I'm sitting in the seat like that. But you have to go through that turbulence, you have to go through that speed, you have to break through until you can soar. And that's what has to happen in our lives. So when it comes to change, don't be afraid. When it's uncomfortable and it starts feeling uneasy, know that your breakthrough is coming. I just had to get that off my chest. I really had to get that off my chest. Anyway, I am hoping that this video resonated with someone. And like I said, I'm going to start looking in the right place and figure out which one of those two buttons over there is the camera so that I'm looking at you next time. But thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Take care.